All right. Hey guys, welcome back. This is your boy DJ, and welcome back to my podcast. And today we're going to talk about Big Three of anime. You ever know that how in every decade we get like a new generation of anime? Because I think the new generation for this year for this decade is um My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and I would say Black Clover. But there's a big debate in me I like a lot, and that's the one in the early in to mid into late 2000s. Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. Personally, my favorite big three is One Piece. Like One Piece, it tells a good story of a boy named Luffy, and he's the GOAT. Like he's a GOAT. Don't get me wrong, but he goes on adventures and I got One Piece a long time ago. It was like back in high school in junior year, where like a lot of my friends in high school at lunch, all they do is talk about One Piece. And after I wasn't like pressured. I was like inspired to watch it. Like I bought Crunchyroll next day. I got Burger King from home, and I binge watched like the first 10 episodes of One Piece, and it's like cool. I watched it over time. I went because in 2022, I made it past the time skip. Yeah, my first time watching One Piece, I'm in him like it was like from March 2022 to December 2022 to reach time skip. Yeah, I watched all filler. I love the fact that how One Piece. Um, I watched One Piece during school. I watched it during class. I watched it during lunch on the bus on the bus home. At home, I watch it all the time. I barely hang with friends because I was like trying to get One Piece, but over time I got into like art anime. Like I would like during the April season, I was binging a lot of Hunter x Hunter, and don't get me wrong, Hunter x Hunter is amazing, but I kept taking multiple pictures of One Piece, but and but during summer, I took a big One Piece and began watching Naruto for real. Like I watched Naruto before. I watched it in quarantine. It was in sophomore year of high school in January, and I and I and people say that it's kind of hard to watch because the episodes get kind of boring sometimes. But I locked in 2022 in summer 2022. I watched the entire first part of Naruto. I watched the first part where like Naruto becomes Naruto's Sasuke Sakura and Kakashi Sensei, how like they always like they went to this old forest and they went to this place where they're like ninjas because of something from issues or something. But I mean wrong. The first fight, Kakashi versus I ain't got the name of the guy, but it's this I have a big sword. That fight was amazing. But I got into Naruto because I watched the tuning exams arc. Yeah, yeah. People say that it's one of the best arcs out there. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of cool because my personal favorite fight from Naruto is Sasuke versus Gara. Yeah, Sasuke. But yeah, I'm a huge Sasuke fan. He's my goat. Like because the fact that how like the author of creator Naruto, he was inspired by Akira Toriyama, who is the creator of Dragon Ball, and 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 I can tell because it's so easy to compare Naruto to Dragon Ball, but just that Naruto does not take place place only in the Earth, or but the concept of the power system is kind of peak. Like Tail Beast, Sharingan, Hyuin Jutsu, like they took like it's like they took martial arts to a whole new level. And I like that. Don't be wrong. I love Naruto. I like Naruto. I like Naruto a lot, and I also love Naruto Shippuden. I watch every episode of Naruto Shippuden. Don't be wrong. It was fire. I love how and like the fact that like now and the fact that how Naruto got everything he wanted. He had friends. He had he achieved his dream. He achieved his dream, and He also got um a wife, and he not the Hugo. I like Nata. Yeah, I like Nata. She's one of my favorite characters. But but I like I binged the whole. I think we from Naruto and began taking every for a while because of busy with other stuff. Like I was hooked for it back then, but during after Christmas of 2022, I binge watched Naruto. I watched original Naruto and it was a month. I binge watched I binge watched the whole show. I watched everything from the pain and soul from the pain and soul arc to the fourth great ninja war arc. Ain't nothing wrong. My favorite, I love my favorite, Naruto, Naruto versus Sasuke. That is one of my top five anime fights of all time. Cause it was like so emotional, and the fight was kind of, animation was like, and they did well with the animation. It kind of reminded me of the current generation's anime fighting style, like with JJK, but I love Naruto. But Naruto's Spirit was kind of cool. But ain't gonna be wrong, I like Boruto, the character, but I do not like the anime. It's all just trash stuff. If you want to get Boruto, what's my advice? Read the manga. And as for Bleach, um, my friends told me about Bleach a long time ago, and then I tried it out because a lot of girls from my high school told me like Bleach a lot, and a girl from my and fun fact, a girl from my classes, and one boy from my who I went to basketball all the time, they had the same shirt of Ichigo Kurosaki, and then every time and I got hooked to Bleach. I binge watched the entire Society arc and where like Ichigo saved Rukia and and I mean wrong the arc was kind of cool. The arc was kind of cool and the art style. I know that it's like an early 2000s show, but it kind of reminded me of Naruto. But Bleach was actually cool. Actually one of the best shows I've ever watched. Like don't forget, yeah, because I like how like Ichigo versus Sasuke Aizen, that was a peak fight, bro. But fun fact, my boy Mateo, he loves Bleach a lot. No, my phone, my Mateo. Tyler, the girl, like my boy Tyler, girl, he loves Bleach a lot because Bankai, that is where the fight gets real. Because if they're Bankai, the puck is just it's an upgrade for the sword called a Zanpakuto. And I like Bleach. I like Bleach. It's like so cool. But problem is the anime that it's just so much filler going on. Like I had no choice, but during my time watching Bleach in high school, I watched it everywhere in the bathroom, in class, and miss my in fun fact, my teacher my teacher saying, "Stop watching anime," and everyone was like laughing at me. Hey, not with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I still didn't listen. But I watched Bleach behind her back in class. I watched it during lessons. I watched it during exams. I even watched it during exams. Don't get me wrong. I was very sneaky back then, but I was confused by how after switching how arc, I had to do like lots of filler episodes. It was kind of difficult because I know that anime, like it's anime that they're trying to avoid being all covered the manga, but I didn't like filler. I don't like filler that much. But the only filler that is valid is the Naruto Kakashi episode where like how Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura always try to they try to find ways to see what's under Kakashi's mask, and Shippuden that's how we did. And I lie, I Kakashi's very handsome. Kakashi, if I was mask, Kakashi's very handsome. I don't get why people want to see his mask so much. I get used to it all the time, like how Kenny West from South Park, but instead of his mask, it's a hood all the time. It's common and recent stuff like that. But but speaking of which, for Bleach, like I dropped Bleach because there was so much filler going on, and I was just confused with the story. And then and I went in here, I began to read the manga, and it was got better. They like they had it was like more a bit graphic and violent, And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of I'm a huge fan of like violent shows because like action a lot. But Bleach and Naruto, but don't get me wrong, Bleach and the manga, it's part of my top five manga list. Like I saw everything. Like I went from the Ending arc to the Thousand Year Blood War arc, and it was fire. Every chapter, every panel, like the goat Taikibo himself, he did an amazing job doing the art for the manga. I wish that Bleach would get the berserk treatment. As in like get the dog's version of the manga and like read one manga instead of having a small book, a big book, just like they did with Berserk, something like that. But I like Bleach. Bleach is one of my favorite mangas to read. But as from One Piece, I love One Piece. I already told you this before, but One Piece is golden. I'm currently covering on the manga. I mean on the anime, but I have to catch up with the manga because I want to see what's going on in the past. Because I heard from leaks that how rocks will always say all this stuff. I mean how like rocks appeared, how like what actually happened during the Grand Valley. I want to see what happened. But don't be wrong. If you are a One Piece fan and watching this, please do not say a single spell word, man. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, One Piece is going to be back in less than a month. Because October 5th, One Piece LF arc is going to happen. They're going to show new episodes, new animation version. It's going to be peak. I can see they're going to, they better get this. They better get this, the bleach treatment. As in, like, they make good fights. Like how Bleach did with Thousand Year Blood War. And speaking of Thousand Year Blood War, my 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 high school music teacher, he loved Bleach. He told me about the new series. It was amazing. I watched the episode. It was like amazing. All there was no filler, just lots of action, animation, and fights. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like honestly, I about the fights. Fans always argue who win the fight, Zoro or Sasuke, and it's so hard because I like Zoro. It's because Zoro is my favorite character. Zoro is my favorite character from One Piece, and Sasuke is my favorite character from Naruto. And it's so hard to see who win a fight because they're both powerful, and they're both swordsmen. Because Sasuke has no arm, like no left arm anymore, so he just sort of fight. Five. All right. So like Sasuke, I feel bad, I feel bad for Sasuke. I feel bad for Sasuke like a lot because I like how he went from revenge to a hero of the healing village because his eyes Sharingan was kind of golden, but after he slaying Itachi, his brother, because he like started his own clan for the Sasuke, but Sasuke got upset and he got bit mad he was so filled with rage and hatred. He went on revenge, but he came back. But because after the first fight in Naruto Sasuke in the original series, it was always a failure for the past few next few episodes, and it was like very hard to catch up. It was really hard. But my advice is, if you want to watch the other seasons, just get the episodes and read the last episode 220, Departure. Because that's where Naruto leaves Heavenly Village, and now and that's where Naruto Shippuden actually starts. And Naruto Shippuden is very good anime. Because don't get me wrong, because don't get me wrong, like I love Naruto a lot. Like he he basically Goku's like honestly, I want to see how like Naruto Shippuden they still do more collabs, and it's been like done for the past like 8 years because Naruto Shippuden ended when I was like in sixth grade, but I didn't know about Naruto back then because I wasn't anime for that then. I started watching anime like late at 16 because don't get me wrong. I'm a huge cartoon and anime enthusiast, but Naruto is but Japan. They like Naruto like they have like a huge thing for Naruto Japan right now. They have like statues, like it's like a carnival thing, and it's kind of cool. But what about Japan? Over one Japan, there are a lot of One Piece things because One Piece is very popular in Japan because it's made by the Oda to go himself. But One Piece is but they have like gold statues for it. They always do like they have like lots of stores for One Piece. Like they have like cups, stickers, even keychains, everything they have of One Piece. They have it. And I ain't gonna be wrong. I always wanted to go to Japan, but I had to save for it because going from here to US, cause it's not easy. It's not that simple. Because you have to get a passport. You gotta get tested for something like that. Like I, I take it. A flight ticket alone is over $1,000, and I can't afford it right now. But hopefully in the future, I might be able to go in Japan because I'm ready to pay them. Because this morning, my friends, they already because I heard that my school friends told me about when they all graduate college, they might do something forward after graduate, and I'm planning on going, but I have to ask my parents for permission first because mom, it's not like a flight because no one wants to time. I'm not because honestly, I wouldn't mind going to I want planes. It's just complicated because I'm scared of losing my stuff because I'm scared going the wrong plane. Honestly, if I want to travel from US, I always go so a road trip. But irony is that I currently don't have a car right now. But I really like I really want to go to of course I really want to travel more often. Japan, I want to go to Japan so bad because don't get me wrong. I like go to anime. There are like a lot of anime I really like. Like for me, I'm almost done watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm on part 6, Solution, because I'm ready. I'm getting ready for Stipple Run, which is coming out next month. And I heard that it's the best part of JoJo's so far. I want to see how it is. But other than JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I love My Hero. I watch every single episode. I watch all One Piece. I watch all Naruto. I finished Bleach or manga. I finished I finished I'm on Call of GTK and anime. I finished Hunter x Hunter High School. And don't be wrong, I love Hunter x Hunter. Like a girl from my friend group from high school, she was a huge Hunter x Hunter fan. And I don't get why people like my girl Killua. I love Killua a lot. I love Killua a lot, but I don't get why people. I don't get how Gold, who is the main protagonist, is like a bit underrated in his own anime. But but still, I love Hunter x Hunter. But I hate the fact that I ended on a I ended. But a good thing it did not end in a cliffhanger. I hope we one day that we might get an announcement that Hunter x Hunter will return. Because I want to see what happens next. Because anime's done, but manga's still running. But the after the manga itself, it's not really like going well because of his health. I pay for him to be I pay for him to oh okay. I pray for him to be better in the future someday. And I love the fact that how he's married to the same woman to who created Sailor Moon. And there are like a lot of anime I watched for over years. And during my time being like I began to like make friends with anime. Like I love Japanese because I'm a huge fan of Japanese pop culture because like I want to see like go Japan Godzilla anime. I want to eat the food because trust me man, I'm a huge fan of sushi. I am a huge fan of sushi. I love sushi like either California rolls or spicy shrimp rolls. Yeah, but other than that, I like ramen too. And I can hope one day that me and my friends will go to Japan, and we will always talk about He always and TikTok. Actually on TikTok, there's just shop. There's just shop that I went to that I heard of on TikTok, and it was on. And in the owner in the shop, he is a huge JoJo. He's a huge JoJo's fan, and actually, I wouldn't want to try his ramen. I heard it's very good. It's busting. Like I love my. I, I was all right. Bye guys. See you next week.